Good morning, y'all. It has been a while since I've been on here to chit chat with y'all a little bit, and so today I thought I'd just do a little talking with y'all, tell you what's been going on, because it's been crazy around here, and I'm sure you probably have those moments too that it gets crazy at your house. But I'm going to take you back a little bit. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I think I'd done one a few weeks ago. Somebody said they were concerned about me, but we went on vacation. When we got back home, Daniel had to go out of town. The grandbabies got sick, and when Daniel got back out of town, he got sick. I had sinus stuff going on, and then once Daniel got over it, I caught what he had. And oh my goodness, that stuff, it's been a month and a half and I still have that crud. But and then we got better. I have been working on ornaments, and I'll show you what I've been doing. First of all, here's one of the things I've been working at. You see all these little bags? They each have an ornament in it that I'm giving away. Plus I had 5 other ones that's not even there that I've made. Well, 7 other ones that I made. And so, yeah, that's kept me a little busy. Daniel gave me this ornament tree for Christmas, and Scott gave me these ornament holders for Christmas, both of which I wanted. And so there's some of the ornaments that I have been working on. I'm still working on more. That's my first train, y'all. I'm so proud of it. That's just a little kid one, and so I put a train on it. But I just about fell. I just wanted to show them to you. I was wondering about yellow, but I actually like the way it turned out. I think it's really cute. So those are my ornaments. I want to get enough done that I can maybe do some craft shows later on in the year. So yeah, I've been a little busy with that. And then after Christmas, we had a wonderful Christmas. The family got together on Christmas Eve like we usually do. And Andrew got Elizabeth come to church one Wednesday night, and she sounded awful. She's 5. And she sounded awful. The whole family got it, and they have not seen them since last year. And this is the 8th of January. So I haven't seen Andrew. I talk to him just about every day or every couple of days, but I haven't seen him since before his birthday, and he turned 35 on the 30th. Scott had to go in the hospital for kidney stones. He's still having some problems. So just keep him in your prayers if you don't mind. So that's what we've been doing. I've been either sick or painting, and I enjoy it. It's fun, and so yeah. So I was in there the other day painting the ornaments, and I was showing Daniel. I try to do 6 at a time, and I was working on kid ones, little gingerbread houses and the little train and cars and stuff. And Daniel come up and said, you need to do, he had told me before, he said, you need to do ocean ones and beach ones. And I've never drawn anything like that before or painted anything like that before. So I'm working on that, and it's really taking me out my comfort zone. So yeah, I'm not a beach person, so I really have to see pictures in order to draw, and so I'm having to look for all this beach stuff to try to know how to do it. So I don't know if they'll be good or not, but we'll see. So that's one thing I'm working on. So I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I just don't believe in doing New Year's resolutions, because who keeps them? I know I don't. But I do want to make some changes. It's a new year. Let's get some new things going, because winter tends to be, I didn't have a problem with winter when I was younger, but I noticed as I get older, it gets a little more depressing. And especially since Randy's passed, it's, grief makes things really depressing. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But right now, I want to talk about bright stuff. So Daniel and I, it's easy with the holidays, just living life and not paying attention to what you're eating, just sticking it back in your mouth. And the holidays come along and, let's go try this, and we're going to go out on this and do this and that. In between being sick, we didn't get to travel to look at Christmas lights like we usually do. Because usually from November to December, we go every weekend looking at Christmas lights. But either he was working or we was sick. And so we got to go a couple of times. So we would go out and treat ourselves to donuts. That's just the honest truth. Krispy Kreme donuts is what we treated ourselves to. Plus other things. So the pounds just easily come back on. And so we got to the point that we'd eat so much that we said, we're tired and we need healthy eating. So Daniel went back to counting his calories, and I'm doing something. Who knows? But I'm doing something. We both lost a little weight, and so that's a good thing. That's a good start. Of course, Daniel's young, and he's a man, and it's just going to fall off of him. And me, it's going to be like up and down, up and down. Hopefully it'll come off, but it's a battle. It's always been a battle for me. But that's okay. So right now we're doing that. Another thing I want to work on this year is I like to go out to eat. Now that might not be your thing, but I had a husband who spoiled me. He liked to go out to eat, and sometimes he would say, let's go out to eat. And I said, well, you don't like my cooking anymore. And he said, I just want to give you a break. And bud, did I take that break. And so, the last year of his life, I didn't cook very much. And so it's easy for me to tell Daniel, I get stuck painting or cleaning or cooking or doing something else. Baking. I have baked some this year. Around Christmas, I baked a little bit. And it's just easy to say, go to town and get us a salad, or go to town and get us a pizza, or bring home Chick-fil-A, or go get a hamburger. And before you realize it, it's $30 here, it's $20 there. You eat up $100 before you know it. And then on the weekends is really tough for us, because then you go out, you go off to town, then you want to pay for, go out to eat because you're not home. And then on Sundays, I'm not home on Sundays. And it's hard for me to want to get in my head to take stuff with me. And so it's just, Lee and I take turns sometimes. She'll cook one Sunday and I'll cook one Sunday. And sometimes it don't even work out that way. Right now they're sick, so I don't want to be around them. I love them, but hopefully it's about over with. I hope the Lord it's about over with. But anyway, so my goal is to try to cook more at home. So maybe I'll be doing more cooking videos. So to help on our billfolder, I'm hoping to be cooking at home more. So maybe, that'll help us a lot to save some money. And I did pretty good this week. We didn't eat out except we started on Tuesday. The day after New Year's, we went out. We went to town to buy groceries. So we did eat Chick-fil-A. And I'm not sure how much it was because we eat healthier. Well, we went out to eat Chick-fil-A Tuesday, and my friend Jane, her birthday was this past week, so we usually get together, and we went out and we took her out for her birthday. But we went to Cracker Barrel, and I ate healthy, so I ate healthy and came home and gained a pound. That's awful. That's how it goes. I'm telling you, I can eat like I didn't eat much Saturday. I ate on plan and I didn't eat much Saturday, and I still gained a pound. That's just being a woman. How many of you out there can relate? You be good. And there's times I can be really bad and I'll lose, and there's times I can be really good and I gain. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. Oh well. So anyway, I've got another thing that I'm working on. I don't want to share it right yet, but I am working on it. And we'll see how it goes. And I will let you know about it. I have not been posting very much to my website, again, because of sickness and been busy painting. And I need to get back to doing that, because that's one reason I haven't been posting on YouTube, because of sickness and painting. But I've had some videos from where we went to Ohio that I wanted to share with y'all, and I just hadn't got a chance to share it yet. So I wanted to talk another thing about, it's been really kind of rough on me. It's coming up 4 years in just 10 days. And October to December to January is always rough. And I found myself in October really fighting depression. And when we went to Ohio, Daniel told me, he said, Mama, he said, I talk about this with Randy and that. And he said, but you're going to have to make more memories. And that really helped me. I actually ended up having a really good time in Ohio. But when I got home, and you're home by yourself, and the mind can start thinking and missing. It's just been a lot of, I'm not normally a depressed person, but grief will lead to depression. And so Thanksgiving was really hard for me. Christmas was kind of rough again, and all those days in between. And then some good preaching at church, and then just talking to the Lord and giving it over to the Lord. He's really helped me. I got to thinking, I don't want to sit and cry and mope. And I have to remind myself this often. David talked about in the Bible having to remind himself, the goodness of God. He had to keep reminding himself. And I think we do too, because the devil is constantly coming against us, and we're at the end of time, so he's coming at us with all forces. And if it can keep me down and depressed, then I'm not going to share what I'm supposed to be sharing with others, and that's God's love and God's word. And it's just easy to get down. And so I just had to remind myself, Randy's memory, he would not want me down in the mully grubs with his memory. He would want me uplifting and telling others about God, and sharing the love of God with others. And so focusing on that has really helped me. And so it's one of those things, have to keep reminding ourselves, when we have things come at us, we have to find that positive and focus on it instead of the negative, because it's really easy to focus on negative, and you have to work a little harder to focus on the positive. But you feel better when you focus on the positive than when you do the negative. So that I want to feel better. And so it has gotten a lot better. I had a wonderful New Year's. It's been easy for me to say, when I go to do something, I had a good time. It's what it is. That's all it can be. I want to change that mindset. I had a wonderful time. And I did. I had a wonderful time at Christmas and New Year's. And yes, I miss him. But I had a wonderful time. That's not to say I didn't miss him. And I have to tell you, Randy would buy me cards. He was always my card guy. He would give me cards every Christmas. I never bought him a card for Christmas, but he always bought me cards at Christmas. Scott took that after Randy. He a lot of times will give me cards, and he gave me a card, and I started crying because it made me think about Randy, because Scott took after Randy with that, and it just made me miss Miss Randy. But it's okay to cry and miss him, but it's okay to get up and try to go on with life. And that's what I plan to do. I wanted to talk to you on my leg. I told you I was having problems with my knee. I am still having problems. Daniel helped me with Thanksgiving. I was not able to cook Thanksgiving, but I was able to cook Christmas and a New Year's. And I can go and do, but if I'm up too much, then it gets to hurt and I have to get off of it. It's just like the other day when we went to town. I needed to go to Lowe's, and Jane, she was surprised. She said, "You're not going to Hobby Lobby?" I said, "No, I don't really need to go to Hobby Lobby. I got a lot of canvases and paint for Christmas." And she said, "I'm surprised," because she wanted to go. And I said, "Well, that's no problem. It's right down the road." So we went to Hobby Lobby, and I told him, I said, "I'm not buying anything in Hobby Lobby. I don't need anything." Y'all got back there. I have been looking for a jug like this of gesso, and that's to prime your canvases, and because I'm getting low, and so I better start finding it while it's on sale. Well, I looked on Amazon, because when I had went to Hobby Lobby, the bigger containers, they were out of them, and what they had done is they had moved them to the very bottom, and I didn't know it. I don't know if they'd been out of them or I just couldn't see them. But anyway, when I went Saturday, they had one, and it was on sale 40% off. So I put it in the buggy. And then when I seen Daniel, I said, "Daniel," I said, "it just jumped in the buggy." But Daniel put something in the buggy too, so I didn't feel so bad. But so we did get a couple things. But by the time I walked Hobby Lobby, and then I had to walk the whole store looking for Daniel and Jane, which was back where I left them. And I should have went there first, I reckon. Anyway, I didn't feel like going in Lowe's, so I just sent Daniel. And then we went out to eat. It was okay. We walked in we went to Cracker Barrel, and I was able to walk in there a little bit. And we rode around on the way home. Daniel didn't want to go home right away, so we ended up going to Tractor Supply, and I went in there and I walked around the whole store a couple of times with them, and finally I said, I gotta go to the car. So if it's to the point, I walk with them for a while, and then if I get to hurting, I go to the car. I've been buying my groceries. Either I'm buying them, I've ordered them online. Order them and pick them up at Walmart. And then, or either I have Daniel pick a few things up here and there when he comes home from work. So that I haven't been going into the grocery store, actually going into the grocery store. I'll go into the dollar store, something like that. But, Walmart's is so humongous. I just want to go into a little space, and love Aldi's, but they don't have everything I need. And so I just been ordering it from Walmart. And so this past week, we went to Walmart and I bought groceries. And so I went in, I was able to walk the whole store, but when it come time, my knee was starting to bother me. And I said, I had better go to the car. So I left Daniel to go check out, and I went to the car. So it's working out. It's getting better. I'm hoping losing some of that weight is going to help it. And so that's why I'm planning some of the things I'm planning. Leave in the comment what your some of the goals maybe you set for yourself this year. Not resolutions, because we're not going to keep them, and we might not keep our goals, but at least we're going to try for it. And that's what I'm working for. So I hope I haven't rambled on too much for y'all today. It's just been, like I said, a while since I've been here. I hope to get some more videos. It's when you get in that art room and you get to painting and you get lost, it's so easy to, well, I need to go do a video, but I'm going to do this because I do love painting. It's just so much fun. But anyway, that's what's going on in our neck of the woods. It's cold outside. Spring's coming in tomorrow. They said thunderstorms for us, but it is really cold out there. And so I just tend to, I like the cold weather, but I like staying inside where the heat is. And I may have to find a sweater today because I think the fire is dying down a little bit. Daniel's got to get the ashes out tonight. So Y'all stay warm in y'all's neck of the woods and take care. And God bless.